Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Crybaby Whims Legacy Challenge. This is episode 25. We're here with Scarlett this morning, who is just outside tending her garden, and I wanted to start it out here because we can actually sell our plants for so much money. So we can make over 1,000 simoleons just from our flowers. And I wanted to show this on camera so you didn't think I was like cheating when we suddenly had loads more money. So I'm really happy with that. We're going to come and sell these ones as well. And then we'll be at like basically 2,000 simoleons, which means when our bills come through, we should easily be able to afford those. But Lilith is awake this morning and she is just getting herself ready for her first day of high school. It sounds like she's broken the toilet, which is amazing. She has also got a little bit of acne, so she is just applying some cleanser and then she will conceal that. But she is feeling super confident today. She is looking forward to like going to school, but not for the school sense. I think she's looking forward to it for, the idea of meeting new Sims, because she never really made any child friends here in Copperdale. She only really had Damien back home in Strangerville anyway, and they have not spoken in years, not for so long. So I think she is looking forward to meeting a few new Sims because her social it's not the best. She only really talks to Lucifer. She doesn't have a good relationship with either of her parents. So yeah, I think she is looking forward to meeting new Sims. But as her aspiration suggests, she does want to get into detention by skipping class. So she's not interested in school for the the education side. She's already written it off. She's like, I don't care about school. I'm not going to put in much effort at all, really. I just want to go so that I can make some new friends, see if I can, get to know anyone, because I think she's probably feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit isolated. So before she goes off to school, Lilith is just playing with Lucifer. She's giving him a little bit of attention. She is feeling so confident. She does want to sneak out, which makes sense. She wants to become enemies with Angel. I did pin this one in from the last episode, so I do think we'll try and make that happen in this episode. And she wants to be mean to a good Sim, so we'll see if we can find a good Sim that she can be mean to. But it is time for us to head to her first day of high school. Lilith is just learning about the new school from the principal this morning, and then she's going to go off and claim her locker. We have got a lot of new teens here as well that we will probably try and introduce ourselves to. You might recognise a few of them as your own Sims. So I would like to see if she could, introduce herself to your Sims. They're going to be my priority. We obviously have a few other teens as well in the school, but I'm less worried about them. I want to see if she can become friends with any of your Sims. So she is first of all going to claim her locker, decorate it. We have got quite a lot of gamer lockers down here anyway, but I feel like she's probably going to join in because that is just her aesthetic. So she is going to decorate her locker with the gamer decorations, match these all down here. And she needs to talk to a teacher about curriculum, but I don't think she cares about that. So I'm gonna see if we've got any of your teens around that we can say hi to. These two girls out here belong to two of you. So we have got Asha Fleming and we have got Ebony Storm that we're gonna come and say hi to. We've also got Taylor Luna, who is just a random teen. I'm not gonna intentionally try and become friends with him, but he is just here chatting with these two at the moment. Oh, and it looks like Asha's gone off. What do we think about them? So Asha thinks Lilith is a little bit immature, maybe the way she came over and was super excitedly saying hi to everyone. But Lilith thinks that Asha is interesting and they've got good compatibility. And then Ebony, I don't think we both think the other is untrustworthy. They've got good compatibility, but it makes sense that Lilith is a little bit unsure of new Sims that she's meeting. So we've said hi to these two. Is there anyone else outside we want to say hi to? We've still got a little bit of time until class. Here is another one of your Sims, Rex Lyons. So we'll come and say hi to him. And then we do have two others over there. I don't know if we'll get the chance to say hi to them before class, but I will have her introduce herself to all of your Sims today. So Lilith thinks Rex is a little bit weird, but he thinks she's strong-minded and cool, which is really good. She finds him basic looking, so she's not interested in him romantically or anything at the moment, but she is still young, so I don't think that's on her mind anyway. But that was, he likes her, which is good. She thinks he's a little bit weird, but she can't be too judgmental, to be honest. She does have class shortly, and as you can see, she's not too interested in it. I think she's going to give it a try because it's a whole new thing, it's a whole new setting. It's not the same as grade school that she's always been used to, so maybe it'll be better than her last school. I think she's going to give it a chance. She is feeling confident. She's not going to write it off entirely, but I don't think she's going to put in loads of effort. I think she's just going to kind of do the bare minimum, but the bare minimum does involve showing up to class. So for now she is going, but I do think eventually she'll probably skip class. Like at the moment she wants to attend class. It's her first day. She's like, I'm going to give it a try. I'll give it my best. But eventually she is going to skip class because she needs to get in trouble anyway. So here is our classroom. Luckily it's actually worked out. I don't know if the other one has. I'm going to assign this to be classroom 1 because this is technically class 2 that we're in, so hopefully the other class will end up showing up. Oh no. I had to place another whiteboard and it looks like they're in here, but that's fine. Maybe they're having like an art class or something today, but maybe because I reassigned it, it's not gonna work. We'll forget about that because our class is working. At least she is feeling really good because she attended the class. She's actually making notes, she's gaining some skills. And speaking of, let's have a look at her talents and weaknesses that she got now that she's a teenager. So we already knew that she isn't the best at gaming, which is fine. She enjoys it, doesn't mean she's the best at it, but she's still gonna, like, you know, have a go at video gaming. That's one of her main interests. But she is not very good at charisma, which makes sense because she never had friends growing up. She didn't really have like that much chance to socialize, so she's not very good at talking to people. Just makes perfect sense. We have got a little pop-up, so I'll come back to the talents and weaknesses in a moment, but it says, whoosh, another classmate tosses a pencil up and it perfectly sticks into the ceiling. Everyone in the class can't seem to pay attention to the board anymore, instead focusing on the pencils hanging above them. This could be Lilith's chance to shine. Is it time for her to become class famous and stick the landing? She will throw the pencil. I know I said she's like in class, but she's doing the bare minimum. She's showed up and she just wants to like make an impression to a few people. So I feel like she's gonna toss the pencil and let's see what happens. Lilith flicks her pencil upwards, but it fails to stick to the ceiling. Instead, it careens downwards, bounces off the floor at an awkward angle, smacks the teacher in the face. Oops, at least it didn't hit them in the eye. So she lost a bit of performance from that, but I reckon she made a few classmates laugh at least. And we do have Asha's come to sit next to us. Maybe she found that quite funny and has come to sit back next to us. But I was saying her other weakness is parenting, which makes perfect sense because she was never really parented growing up. Her parents just kind of let her get on with herself, so she brought herself up basically. So she's not very good at parenting, but she is good at logic, which again makes perfect sense because her mum Scarlett is like super logical, so that's going to pass down to her. And she's really good at programming, which matches her geek trait. So she liked gaming, but she's really good at programming, so it all just ties in so well. She got the best talents and weaknesses. Class is over and Lilith is going to come over and introduce herself to Rory Dawn, who is another one of your Sims. So she is feeling fine right now. It looks like she got a good first impression with us. Again, we have got good compatibility. Oh, amazing. We both think we're strong-minded and Rory also thinks we're interesting, so maybe Rory can be like a close friend because we did get along well with the others, but I feel like mutual good first impressions is always better. So we do have a few other Sims that we can talk to as well, but she is just chatting with Rory, raving about growing up, and she is sat next to Rex. And also we've got our cousin Mia over here who we don't actually know. I don't think we're going to introduce ourselves to her. I feel like Lilith is probably going to want to distance herself from her family, so I don't think she is going to say hi to Mia. And lunch actually ends in 5 minutes because it's Korea's day today, which is so lame. But as I said, Lilith is going to try her best today. She is going to put in some effort and it will give her a chance to socialise with a few new Sims. So we are going to head to the auditorium. We've learned that Rory's a geek as well. Amazing. Lilith has made it to the auditorium, but doesn't look like anyone that we introduced ourselves to earlier has come. So maybe they've all skipped it, and I feel like Lilith's like, I wish I'd skipped it too. She's not interested in it at all. She's not going to be asking any of them about their careers. Instead, she's going to come into the bathroom and prank the toilet because she does want to pull a prank 3 times. So she is coming over to put like a little stink bomb in the toilet. Oh, bless her. She's like giggling. That counted as one of them. But yeah, no one that we spoke to earlier has actually turned up, which... Maybe they were like, let's go into town instead, and Lilith didn't quite like get that memo or anything, so potentially she's gonna like skip out the rest of her afternoon. She literally has no interest in being here, and no one that she spoke to is still here. She's just like watching funny videos with randoms, but she doesn't really know who they are, and no one that she was interested in is here still. So I think we might, let's leave school early. We don't care if it's gonna, you know, cause a dip in our grades. Like, we're a D grade, we're in the average section, and maybe we'll just like head into town and see if anyone we saw earlier at school is also skipping the afternoon. Lilith has made it to town and has arrived at this cool music record store, so she is heading inside. One of the Sims we met earlier, Rex, is actually here, so we're having a chat with him, and it looks like we've actually got Rory as well, who I think is going to come and do some karaoke. Oh, I love that. But she's just gossiping a little bit with Rex and saying, I had no one ask Francisco to the prom. You've not even started school yet, but you're already gossiping. Amazing. And we're getting a call from Dead Lily, which is great. Maybe she's just thinking about her, but oh my gosh. Rory, you're an awful singer and you're very loud. But we're just chatting with Rex. I think we annoyed him a little bit. Why don't we be a little bit mischievous? Let's claim to be a criminal mastermind. We'll come outside because it's so loud in there. Oh, of course, he's now coming inside. Okay, but we are going to maybe spread some rumours about Woohoo. She is like a little bit mischievous, a little bit cheeky. She doesn't know how to interact with Sims, so she is just resorting to being mischievous. But they are friends now, despite the fact he feels very embarrassed and she's just pranking him. They're friends, so it's a very interesting little friendship. And once Rory finishes, we're going to have a chat with her because we did get along quite well with her. Oh my gosh, that's so much better now she's not singing. Let's go and ask her about her hobbies and skills. Maybe we'll talk about gaming because we know that she's a geek as well. Does Lilith like hardworking Sims? She's just befriended her. They've gained a sentiment. Let's say she does like hardworking Sims, okay. But look how cool this lot is. It's so cool. Although people constantly singing, that's our grandma. That's our grandma singing karaoke. This is Jasmine. Do we want to be here with Jasmine right now? I don't think so, especially because we're skipping school. She's probably not noticed that we're here, so I think maybe what we'll do instead is we'll come and sit over here with Rory. I keep wanting to call her Raven, and I don't know why. It's going to have to get in my head that her name is Rory, but I'm going to try and see if we can come outside because I don't want our grandma to notice that we are actually here right now. Rory is evil too. No wonder we get along well with her. I have a feeling Rory is going to be a good friend of ours. Look at all our impressions. Look at the amazing compatibility. We do need to have friends that have the same traits as us. So geek and evil is just perfect. So let's stop chatting for now. Let's leave the room because I feel like our grandma is like completely invested right now in this karaoke that she's not noticed that we're here. I mean, it is technically gone 3 o'clock, so school will be over by now, but we were definitely spotted in there before 3 o'clock. So yeah, Jasmine, if she had noticed, she would see that we were skipping school. But she had no idea, so it's fine. She got away with it. And they are geeking out over here. They were talking about games, and then they got so excited to describe the robot invasion. But I really like that Lilith has actually made a decent friend today. Like, I know we got along quite well with Rex, but I feel like their friendship is a bit of a weird one. Like, she made him feel really embarrassed, and she was just pranking him, whereas these two actually have really similar interests. So maybe we can suggest like heading to the pier together and checking out some of like the fairground rides. Like, we live opposite it, so potentially we can head over there and yeah, just have a little bit of fun together. Why don't we rave about growing up as well and be like, I just can't wait until I don't have to worry about school anymore. School is so lame and I hate my parents and I just want to be an adult now and live under my own rules. We have made it to the pier and these two have ordered themselves some ice cream and they're just hanging out with each other. We'll probably go on like a pier ride shortly. Maybe we'll get like a photo booth photo together because Lilith hates photography, so I feel like she's not interested in like taking selfies or something, but it might be quite nice to do something like that with our new friend. She does want to discuss her evil plans with her. She's running off to do our homework. I'm going to reset her because she's going to run all the way to the park otherwise. So let's come and sit back over here together, finish eating your ice cream. I don't want you running all the way to the park just to have to run back to go on the rides. But Lilith is feeling so playful because she's been spreading rumours about Woo, and she's also made a new good friend. So let's do a little bit more gossiping. Let's just be a little bit more cheeky. Let's claim to be a criminal mastermind. I feel like she's going to appreciate our like mischievous behaviour. I heard Charles spent a night in jail. Who is Charles? You don't even know a Charles. to be gossiping about the Charles, which is hilarious. But we are getting along so well, and Rory is feeling very confident. We're very playful. It looks like they are like being a little bit mischievous back with us. But Lilith is still finishing off her ice cream, so I would like her to finish this so that we can maybe go on the Ferris wheel together. I've found lately that I don't get pop-ups on the Ferris wheel anymore. I sometimes do with the other two, but I don't on this. So I'm not expecting anything to pop up, and we don't get any moodlets, which is a little bit of a shame. But hopefully they're gonna, you know, get a little bit of friendship going on this together. I feel like, as I've said that, now we've got a pop-up. The ride seems to be going well, but Lilith can tell that Rory has something on her mind. Does she ask what is wrong and hopefully help out brooding Rory, or does she tell a story as an attempt to distract her? I think she's going to try and distract her. As we said earlier, she doesn't really have like strong social skills, and I don't think she'd want to like turn off this new friend by like prying too deeply. I do think she's probably going to try and distract her. Lilith recalls a story that might help distract Rory. She heard there's something lurks beneath the planks of Plumbipe here, eating leftover churros and the homework of teens. They say if you look closely, you can see eyes staring right back at you. Lilith becomes a little too engrossed in the storytelling and ends up scaring Rory in addition to what was already bothering her. Lilith feels a bit guilty for scaring her and keeps quiet for the rest of the ride. Oh no, oh bless her, and I think she's feeling a bit sad as well. Forlorn friend from trying to distract. Good intentions don't always work out. Maybe Lilith should try a happier story next time. Yeah, this is what I mean. She doesn't have those strong social skills. Like, her charisma is low. She never had like friends growing up, so she just doesn't know how to make people feel a bit better. But that's a shame. That is a shame. I think once we finish this, we'll try and take a mischievous photo with Rory. We're still good friends despite us not being able to cheer her up. Oh, and here's Charles that we like spread a rumour about. I'm not too sure that we can actually take a photo with Rory. We're gonna try it one more time, but otherwise I reckon we'll probably end up heading home in a moment. Our bladder is pretty low, but our friendship has gone up so high. I really like these two as like a good friendship couple, but yeah, this is not working. It just depends on what lot you load onto, which is a little bit frustrating, but I think we'll say goodbye to Rory for now and we will head back home. So we are going to disband our group, and I think instead of having her walk home, we're gonna have her cycle home because she does have her bike and she'll get back a little bit quicker. So let's come over and bike over here. Oh, she's put on her pink helmet to match her pink bike. How perfect. She is so cute. Look at her. I still can't get over how much like Angel she looks like. I can see hardly any Scarlet in her. I do wonder if she will look a bit more like her when she becomes a young adult, because she is still a teen at the moment, so her face is like, she's not grown into her face completely, but she looks just so much like Angel. Is insane. We can become companions with Lucifer. I definitely think that Lilith should do that. He is her like her closest friend, her longest friend other than Damien, of course. Look at these two. She's such a cute little cat lover, and she's not glitching out anymore. Amazing. And Scarlet, what are you doing? She's just come in here and she's feeling really sad. Are you sad? Why are you sad? Let's go. Leave your daughter's room. She wants to actually come and shout at her. Like, that's the first thing that came on here. Let's demand some independence. Like, Mum, leave me alone. Come out of my room. This is my space. You shouldn't just be like coming in my room like this. Can you leave, please? And something really interesting I noticed about Scarlet the other day that I had completely forgotten is that she dislikes arguments, which is probably why she's like always running away from conflict and stuff. Like, she has done this for a really long time. Whenever things have got difficult, she's just kind of left. So that's really interesting. I had genuinely forgotten that she hated arguments, but right now Lilith is like kind of cornered her. She's like, you're in my room and I don't think you should be in here right now. Can you leave me alone? I want to be more independent. And Scarlet is for once actually, you know, kind of not standing up for herself, but she is in a way. She's like arguing back a little bit with Lilith, like, you are still a child, you're still living in my house, like, you can't just not let me in. I want to get to know you a little bit. And Lilith's like, well, since when did you want to get to know me? You've always like left me to do my own thing, so why are you in here right now? And she's like, just please go away. We're actually going to tell her to go away, and it looks like she won that argument as well. So she's like, can you just leave my room? I want to go to bed. Please just give me some space. And their friendship is so low now. There's hardly any agreeing there. And I noticed after the argument, Lilith actually got a sentiment, so she's really saddened. So she is really disappointed to see a rift in this once strong relationship. Lilith wishes things were different, and she wonders if Scarlet feels the same way. So she is really sad about how things have like kind of gone with Scarlett, but I just don't think she's got that emotional control or like maturity to, you know, discuss things with her. I think she is just resorting to like arguments and lashing out, which is understandable considering how she was brought up and how things have all gone. But it is quite sad, you know, that she does miss the relationship, but she's not going to put any effort in because she's like, I've put in the effort before and I didn't get anything out of it, so why should I bother anymore? Angel has just got home from work. She's feeling pretty lustful, but Scarlett is feeling a little bit sad right now. I wonder if she's going to come over and maybe tell her about the argument that she had with Lilith and how things kind of went. And I feel like this is probably just going to aggravate Angel because she already doesn't like her daughter, and she's like, I can't believe she would continue talking to you like this. She would never do this when I'm in the house, so why is she doing it when I'm not here? I will deal with her tomorrow, but for now let's just have a little bit of woohoo. But don't worry, I will sort her out tomorrow after school when she gets back. I'll have a conversation with her, and she can't get away with talking to you like this. It's the next morning. Someone would like to buy one of Scarlett's flower arrangements, so that is selling for 4,400 simoleons, and our plants have grown as well, so we are going to come and super sell these. Do we have anything that's close to evolving? Not quite yet. We still have a few more to go. We will get it done, but it's just taking a little bit longer than I'd hoped. We can't like fertilize them anymore or anything. I've done that too recently, but we are getting there with our funds, which is really, really nice. Lilith is awake. She's just having a shower at the moment. She's gonna apply some more cleanser. She's broken the shower, which is great, and then she's gonna have some food before she heads off to school. Once again, feeling super confident despite the argument that she had with her mum last night before bed. She doesn't care. She literally has no cares anymore about like her parents. She's distant with Scarlett. She has a difficult relationship with Angel. She just doesn't care with them anymore, and she does want to be mean with someone, so I wonder if she will actually be mean to her mum. And I've just noticed poor Lucifer is not feeling very well. Bless him. We'll try and get him to the vets at some point, but why don't we come and yell at our mum? She is feeling frustrated and she does want to be mean to someone, so why not her mum, who she had an argument with last night? We're going to insult her a little bit and just kind of just be a bit mean towards her. She now wants to make a sim angry. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, but I love that that's a want of hers. But she didn't get to finish her breakfast because she was too busy yelling at her mum, but her hunger is mostly up, so we are going to join her in school again today. And now we're at school. Lilith is continuing being a little bit rude today, and she is being mean to Jamie over here because they have bad compatibility and she does want to make another sim angry. So I think we will continue that, although we are now being yelled at by Gabriel, so we are having absolutely none of that. We're going to come over and we're going to yell at him. There's no way she's going to let someone be mean to her, so she is completely standing her ground and yelling back at him. He's feeling very sad right now, but we don't care because he started yelling at us, so we are going to do it back. And look, he is yelling back, so I feel like we're not going to be friends with this guy. We're going to act tough and we're going to try and keep being mean to him before we've got class in a bit. Although, to be honest, we might even skip this morning because she does want to get caught skipping class. So I think we're going to skip class this morning, and it means that if we don't get caught, then we can try again this afternoon. These two are now heading off to class, so we can't actually shove him anymore, but we're not going to class. We are going to probably head inside, and shall we see if there's another prank that we can do? I thought you could like prank by clicking on someone's locker, but we don't seem to be able to. We'll leave a mean note instead to Gabriel. We'll do that. I don't think that counts as a prank, but oh well. We're going to come and prank the toilet. We have got our friend Rory over here, who we spent a nice amount of time with yesterday. I feel like she'll probably approve of our like pranking and being mean. Why are you doing it from there? Why did you do that from there? It does list a few other pranks that we can do, but we actually don't have a high enough mischief skill at the moment to do those. So unfortunately, we're just going to resort to like pranking toilets. We might be able to come over actually and troll the forums because that should get up her mischief skill. It looks like a few other sims are skipping as well today. I must have messed up the classes because now there's no teacher here. There's not even a teacher there. What? I don't know what happened because I didn't change anything since yesterday and it worked fine then. So it turns out the teacher died. which is why there was no teacher in one of the classes. I'm not sure why the other one didn't turn up, but I did have a little bit of a look after recording, and I think I've got it to work, so hopefully it's going to work for the next episode. It seems a little bit temperamental, so fingers crossed. But these guys are all in class studying anyway, so it doesn't matter too much that we didn't go to class because there's no teacher anyway, and I guess she could use that as maybe as an excuse or something. And Maddie over here just keeps trying to say hi to everyone, so why don't we actually come over and say hi to her, because this is another sim that was created, and she is actually the daughter of one of Scarlett's old friends from school. So Scarlett didn't really have that many friends at school. Towards the end she was like, maybe I should make a couple of friends, and one of those friends was a sim called Megan, and this is Megan's daughter Maddie. Now Scarlett didn't stay in touch with any of her high school friends, so we don't really know what Megan got up to after school, but she does have her teenage daughter here who we might become friends with. She is self-assured, so we'll get to know her. I do think she looks really cool, and it could be really fun to like have Lilith be friends with one of Scarlett's old friends' child, but I'm not too sure how their friendship will progress. Despite Lilith's best efforts, it looks like Gabriel's response is not to respond to the mean note. Oh well, what loser. And I think we are going to come over and prank the whiteboard in here. No one's going to suspect it was us because we didn't even show up to class today, so our teacher doesn't even know that we were like, we're here today. So she is going to come and do this, and it should be our last prank, hopefully. Oh, she's just done some funny doodles on there. I love that. And we have officially pulled our 3 pranks, so we kind of want to get caught this afternoon skipping class again. So for now we're just going to come and use the toilet, and we did actually meet all of the sims you guys have created. Obviously if you want to make more, feel free to, and I can just like kind of get rid of the ugly townies and add yours in instead. But for now I really appreciate you guys who have sent in your sims, and hopefully we can get to know a few of them a little bit more. Obviously we've got Rory over here who we do get along quite well with, so maybe we're going to come over and spread a rumour about Gabriel, who we don't like, because we're just going to keep being mean about him and to him because he was mean to us. And oh no, Lilith's prank backfired. I did not realise this was one of the toilets we'd pranked. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lilith. I heard Gabriel was adopted. Oh my gosh, what a rumour to be spreading. She is going to come over and try and purchase a snack from the vending machine. I'm not too sure what the options are. I never usually use these. Why don't we go for a pepperoni pizza roll up, and hopefully it won't get like jammed or stuck or anything, and then that can be had nice lunch today. And I love that she's actually come to sit with Rory, and it looks like she wants to chat with both Maddie and Ebony right now. So 2 of the sims that you guys have created. I love that she's like being drawn to these sims. It's amazing. But once again we are obviously skipping class, and hopefully we'll be caught by the principal this time. I might even like try and walk past them. I don't know where they are. I did see them earlier. Oh, he's sat right here. He is not looking very comfortable right now. He's actually the son of the previous principal, or like the grandson. It's still a Prescott who it was before. I thought that was quite interesting, and I love that he's like looking all dishevelled and uncomfortable. Maybe he was like forced into this position, but it's not something he's ever actually been interested in doing. Just a little bit of like, I don't know, backstory to our principal. Now this classroom is being used, but there's still no teacher, and this one isn't being used at all, and this one isn't either. So it's just very hit or miss at the moment whether this is going to work or not. The principal is walking past, so I'm not too sure if he has caught on. Maybe he thinks they're all like studying outside of class at the moment. We did not get caught skipping class today because pretty much everyone skipped class, but we did have a bad day at school, which I mean I don't think she cares about too much, but it's a little bit frustrating that we didn't get caught. We skipped 2 classes, we skipped all our classes today, and the principal just did not care. He was completely not focused at all. I'm hoping that this issue will be sorted for the next episode because it worked on yesterday but just not today, so not too sure what that's all about. But these 2 are still just chatting with each other, though I think I am going to have Lilith head back home now. Lilith is back from school now. She's going to go and finish the omelette that she started this morning. And Angel is home and she needs to have a conversation with Lilith about the argument that she had with her mum last night. And she is arguing at the moment with Lilith about the house rules and telling her that while she is living here, she can't like treat her mum like that. And it looks like Lilith is talking about like prison. She's like, this is literally like a prison here. I can't do anything. And you're just always yelling at me. She's like, you're acting like a child, completely disrespectful. disrespectful. You're older now, you should know better. And Lilith was able to make her mum angry, so she was able to get that one ticked off. And she does want to become enemies with her still, so I think we're gonna just keep being mean to her until we have that option to become enemies with Angel. These two really do not like each other. They have such an awful relationship. We're so close though to being able to make Angel Lilith's official enemy, just what she wants. And even though they've been arguing this whole time, Lilith is just so confident and we can officially declare her our enemy. They now despise each other. They are officially enemies. Oh my goodness. And Angel is going to be disciplining her daughter, and once again she is going to say, fine, this is the way you want to act. You want to act like a child. I will treat you like a child. You cannot leave this house until tomorrow for school, and when you finish school you are coming you're coming back home and you're staying here. You're not leaving this lot anymore. And she is going to force her to go into her room, and she's like, I don't care, I've got my games here. I'm gonna come and play games all night. I don't care what you tell me. I'm gonna go and play some Sims forever. And Angel is going to lock the door for Lilith so that she cannot come out of her room. So Lilith is in her room for the rest of the night, but she does not mind because she has got her games and she is blasting her music out. She knows that it's going to wind up her parents, but she does not care, and she will be here for the rest of the night until she has to get ready for school tomorrow. But I do think deep down Lilith is actually pretty upset with how things are turning out. She has no control over her own life because of Angel, and she is feeling really like distressed and distraught about this. But I think on this note I am going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!